Hello students, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to give you 8 latest defense updates. Number 1, unveiling Tandav and Bhumastra mines. Solar Defense and Aerospace Limited, a rising star in India's private defense sector and a subsidiary of Solar Industries, has announced the development of two innovative mine systems, Tandav and Bhumastra, designed specifically for the Indian Army. The company revealed that these mines, created on its own initiative, will be offered in response to an upcoming request for information from the Army for advanced mine technologies. Solar Defense's decision to develop Tandav and Bhumastra so moto without an initial Army contact highlights its strategic foresight and confidence in meeting the military's evolving needs. While detailed specifications remain undisclosed, the evocative names suggest formidable capabilities. Tandav, invoking the destructive dance of Lord Shiva, and Bhumastra, implying a powerful earth-based weapon. These systems are poised to address the Indian Army's demand for modern smart mines capable of bolstering both defensive and offensive operations along its borders, particularly in high-threat zones like the line of control and line of actual control. Next, unveiling revolutionary boots to shield soldiers. In a groundbreaking advancement for soldier safety, the DMS-RDE, that is Defense Materials and Store Research and Development Establishment in Kanpur, a unit of the DRDO, has unveiled two specialized types of boots designed to protect India's armed forces in some of the most perilous environments. Announced on March 28, these boots are engineered to withstand landmine explosions and the others to shield against sharp spikes and hazards in dense forest, represent 3 years of rigorous research and innovation by DMSRDE scientists. The first variant, tailored for troops operating in landmine-prone areas, is a marvel of engineering designed to counter the devastating impact of explosions. Capable of protecting soldiers from landmines with an explosive weight of up to 125 kg, these boots mitigate the extreme pressure generated during a blast, approximately 42,000 kg per square centimeter, by a factor of 160. This reduction ensures that the force transmitted to the soldier's feet and legs is minimized, especially enhancing survival rates and reducing injury severity. Next, India's new nuclear submarine base to become operational. In a strategic move to counter China's expanding naval presence in the Indian Ocean region, India is set to commission a new naval base for nuclear submarine and warship in coastal Andhra Pradesh by 2026. The base, located near the small village of Rambil, approximately 50 kilometers south of the Eastern Naval Command headquarters in Visakhapatnam, is part of India's broader effort to strengthen its maritime capabilities. Next, Tata Advanced Systems bolster India's aerospace ambition with new Karnataka facility. In a significant boost to India's aerospace and defense sector, Tata Advanced Systems Limited has acquired a 7.4 lakh square foot plot in Karnataka's Vemgal industrial area to establish a state-of-the-art aircraft manufacturing facility. The deal, valued at 29.34 crore, was finalized with the Karnataka Industrial Areas Development Board under a lease-cum-sale agreement registered on February 24th. The facility, which will include a final assembly line as well as maintenance, repair, and overall capabilities, marks a pivotal step towards enhancing India's self-reliance in defense manufacturing while aligning with the government's Make in India and Atmanirbhar Bharat. Next. Titanium complex to boost India's aerospace sector. Odisha is steadily cementing its reputation as an industrially rich state with a transformative project set to elevate its economic landscape. The Odisha government has greenlit the establishment of a titanium complex in Ganjam district, backed by an impressive investment of rupees 8,000 crore. This ambitious initiative promises not only to generate significant employment opportunities but also to inject fresh momentum into the local economy, making a pivotal step towards the state's industrial and technological advancement. The Titanium Complex is a flagship project under the Indo-Kazakh joint venture company IRUK UK Titanium Limited, a collaborative between the Department of Atomic Energy, Government of India and Kazakhstan's Ust-Kamennogorsk titanium and magnesium plant. This partnership, formalized in November, leverages the strengths of both nations to create a robust titanium value chain within India. Next. PAF poised to outpace IAF with fifth generation aircraft. In a provocative statement published on April 7th in the Express Tribune, Air Commander Retired Zahid ul Hassan of the Pakistan Air Force has claimed that the PAF is set to maintain a qualitative edge over the Indian Air Force for the next 10 to 15 years. Hassan's analysis hinges on the PAF's ongoing efforts to fully operationalize its fifth generation platforms, while the IAF grapples with the strategic dilemma between pursuing self-reliance and opting for direct acquisition. Next. Taiwan's indigenous submarine Haikun begins sea trials. Taiwan marked a significant milestone in its defense strategy as its first domestically built submarine, the Haikun SS-711, commenced sea trials, a development reported by Army Recognition. The submarine, constructed by the state-backed CSBC Corporation, is a cornerstone of the Taiwan's indigenous defense submarine program aimed at strengthening its naval capabilities and escalating tensions with China. Next. Iran rejects direct talks with US. Iranian Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi on Sunday rejected direct negotiations with the United States as meaningless after US President Donald Trump said he would prefer direct talks with the Islamic Republic. Trump has called last month on Tehran to hold negotiations on its nuclear program with Washington, but threatened to bomb Iran if diplomacy fails. On Thursday, the US president said he would prefer to hold direct talks with Iran. Thank you.